This is where group organizers say they want the start of traffic to be blocked off from Dauphin Street to Joachim and from Joachim to Conception. After just 10 minutes inside a hot car at 80 degrees, the temperature rises to 99. And after an hour, it's at a deadly 123 degrees. Fun in the sun and live music on the beach. That's what's happening this weekend in Gulf Shores as the 4th annual Hangout Music Fest gets underway. The app is easy to work. I downloaded it to my iPhone. It's absolutely free. Just search for Tornado Red Cross. There's everything from preparedness information to calling for help if you're injured. In 2012, NASA launched a 5-year mission to research changes in hurricane formation over the Atlantic Ocean. Well, a year later, they're asking you to be a part of it. Graph search became part of Facebook's vocabulary back in January. The social networking site announced the new addition, claiming it would cut down on users' search time. When news breaks, people almost immediately turn to social media to find out what's going on. That was no exception Wednesday night when 2 barges exploded in the Mobile River. Here's a look at the impact on Twitter when news first broke that something big happened. The first tweets went out just seconds after the explosion. It rattled homes all the way to the eastern shore, even in parts of West Mobile. Mobile Fire Rescue was on the scene within minutes, tweeting this. Units on the scene on east side of Mobile River where a fuel barge has exploded and is on fire. Local 15 News retweeted that and sent crews into action. Less than an hour after the first explosion, we learned that 3 people were injured. Our Christian Jennings tweeted, 4 explosions along Mobile River, at least 3 injured. Now you're looking at some photos tweeted by folks near the scene. It quickly gained national attention with hashtags like Mobile Explosions, Pray for Mobile, and the most popular, Barge Explosions. Tweets from Google News, the Weather Channel, NPR News, to NBC, CNN, Breaking News, the Associated Press, even popular entertainment website BuzzFeed. Thursday morning, the Coast Guard was on scene assessing the damage and trying to find a cause. They kept everyone up to date with tweets containing information and new details, like this one with a link to a full story. Here at Local 15 News, we've been using the hashtag Barge Explosions. Every piece of new information we're sending out with that hashtag. Follow Local 15 News on Twitter for the very latest. It's a continuous effort getting drugs off the streets and making it a safer place. It took Mobile Police 2 months, but the latest operation was a success. 2 months and a lot of hard work, but it all paid off.
We have been able to charge 15 individuals with a total of 71 crimes.
The men and women you see here are accused of selling drugs to undercover officers, some more than once.
Many of the individuals that we arrested were charged with distribution of cocaine or distribution of marijuana on multiple counts. So these are not people who are new to the game. They're individuals who are career criminals.
Victor Austin facing 132 charges, Larry Scott facing 57 charges, Clifford Lundy facing 39 charges. The arrests are a result of community involvement residents from the R.V. Taylor and Baltimore Street areas.
I think that what our goal is to try to get those individuals off the street so we can change what happens in those communities.
The latest bust is part of a bigger picture called Operation Impact. Just last July, investigators arrested 2,500 people and seized more than 150 guns.
We want to make sure that our citizens are safe, that our children are safe, and that we take drugs and drug dealers off of our streets.
We are just pleased to see the department working together and cooperating with each other.
I talked with Mayor Sam Jones and Chief Williams about their latest efforts to curb crime. They both say Operation Impact is in full swing, and they're always working on new operations.
We thought that the right decision had been reached. We felt like, given all the evidence, that that was the decision that should have been made.
More than a year and a half later, the Dean family says justice has finally been served in the death of their 19-year-old son. James Dean was stabbed more than 20 times at the University of South Alabama. Thursday, a jury found Brandon Ajizada guilty.
We can now actually have some even more closure than we have had. At the initial arrest, that was some closure, but now that there's been a conviction, we can have complete closure.
Dean's mother and father sat down with Local 15 News to say thank you to everyone involved in the case, to those who had a hand in convicting their son's murderer.
We just wanted to thank the DA's office, family, friends, everyone who just kept us in their prayers and on their minds.
Now this family is left with only memories, something they say they will cherish.
They have a loss as well. I mean, we had a loss permanently. They have a loss in that they won't have day-to-day contact with their son, loved one anymore, but he is still alive and they can still have physical contact with him, and we don't have that option anymore. All we have now is just memories.
A security firm says hackers are targeting social media users by putting familiar logos on fake emails and sending them in the hopes that you'll open it. Trend Micro says hackers are using logos from Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter, most major social networking sites, and emailing users. This email tells users their account has possibly been hacked and the password changed, prompting you to click a link to restore your account. That's when the hack actually occurs. The link will send users through a series of website redirects, ultimately installing a malware called Cridex. The malware captures users' online banking information, which allows the hacker to steal your money. You can avoid the malware by not following the links. Instead, go directly to the website. The most used logo is from Pinterest, but logos from other sites have also been reported.